Gates open, and they fired away. Run April Run a little bit sluggish to begin, maybe half a length slow. Ahana also slow to go. Magical Flight in the yellow and blue towards the inside. Lightning Lass right there in the early stages. Then over towards the outside, we find Jungle Queen going hard up there as well. Essence is in the yellow. Then comes Bedouin Bride. Run April Run, the black and white colours, racing alongside Big City Girl. Further back in running to Arundel Dream. That's 2 off the outside. Spectral's in between runners. Then comes Ben Not Break in. Limbo Club Blue and Black Cap is towards the far side. Then comes Ahana. After them to Moggy Sky. Dragon Queen is in the red and white, and Last Star is the trailer as they head through the 600 metres mark, and it's Lightning Lass in the lead. Shows the way narrowly from Magical Flight, Big City Girl. Then comes Run April Run, now being asked to run. Over towards the inside is In Limbo. Essence is in the yellow. Dragon Queen, and then further back towards the inside is Bedouin Bride. Now with 200 metres left to go, and Run April Run goes for home. She'll be hard to stop from here. Will Run April Run. She's opened up a 2 to 3 length lead. Second place Magical Flight. Lightning Lass was further back, but Run April Run too good. Run April Run wins it. Second goes to Magical Flight. Third to Lightning Lass, and then came Big City Girl. So Run April Run wins. Luke Ferraris on board here for Gary Alexander in the ownership of Gary Alexander Racing Stables. Mr. Miller, Ronnie Napier and Bev Napier. Daughter of Active War. First run, third, second run, second, third run win. And a nice win at that. Run April Run looked good 500 metres out, and she was not for the catching. She actually won it quite cosily here, did Run April Run. Second, number 6, Magical Flight. Third goes the way of Lightning Lass. And then came Big City Girl. Ben Not Break. Further back to In Limbo, Last Star, Bedouin Bride, Essence, Spectral, Dragon Queen. Further back in running to Moggy Sky, Jungle Queen, Sunset Stripes, Arundel Dream and Ahana. So the winners in the black and white. Run April Run already had the seal going through the 300 metre mark. The others were left to run for second. Magical Flight, after 90 days off, comes out second best. Lightning Lass, Big City Girl earning again. But Run April Run one rate traffic in race number 2. Race 3 begins the place accumulator off at 1:05.
Oh, good win here for the money horse number 15, Run April Run. Luke Ferraris for the Gary Alexander stable. Well done to all of the owners here, and Summy Hill Stud, who bred the Daughter of Active War. Beats into second, number 6, Magical Flight. Third spot going to number 4, Lightning Lass. And back and forth was the 10 horse here. Also a bit of late money there, Big City Girl. The numbers you need, 15, 6, 4 and 10 for race number 2. Number 15, Run April Run, comes through to win race number 2 for the Alexander in form. Alexander stable. Luke Ferraris, champion apprentice aboard. Great to have the Napiers on course. Mr. Miller and, of course, Julie Alexander, Dean and, of course, Gary. And she comes through to win at the third attempt. Now, Luke, first time you've jumped aboard her this afternoon in a race anyway. Plenty of pace. Take us through it.
So, yeah, everything went to plan. She caught a lovely lead going into the race. And, when we got to the 400, I started to let her slide and really got stuck into her going to the 200, and she responded smartly.
She certainly did, and I think she's got a few good ones behind her here.
Definitely, she won, and she was still green in the running, so it's always pleasing to see them win their race like this with improvement to come. But big thank you to Gary Alexander Racing and to all their partners.
Yeah, well, they're nice to have some of the owners on course. I'm going to ask you about one horse, if I may. Fired up in race number 5. Luke, you've won on him before. I think he's a runner in that field.
Yeah, so he's an honest horse. So what you see on paper is what you're going to get, and hopefully he brings it to races. Well,
let's hope we chat to you again.
Thanks very much. Big thanks to my sponsor, Avonshire. Thank you.
Well done, Luke. Well done. Nice ride as usual. Gary, stable just on fire at the moment, and that's wonderful news. Let's chat about this horse, Run April Run. This, obviously, her best run so far. That's a cracking one.
Yeah, the first 2 starts were very, very good runs, but she's still a bit on the green side, Lyle, and I thought Luke handled her very well today. You know, from coming around the turn in her first 2 starts to back up the straight, it's totally different type of race, and that was the only question mark in my mind, and I think Luke handled her very well, so it was a nice win on her part, and she won well.
No intimidation having these illustrious owners on course?
Well, it's always nice to train for Mr. Napier and Colin. It's a great syndicate that we've got going, and also to the Gary Alexander Racing Syndicate. It's a nice concept.
Just quickly, please, if I may, Prospector in race number 4 taking on some real tough horses there, but doing nothing wrong.
No, he's improving all the time. He's a horse that is definitely in both the shout.
And then I've got to obviously ask you about the very talented Mount Laurel, who's taking on the champ in race 6.
Well, it's going to be very hard to beat Summer Pudding. Mount Laurel's a champion in her own right. She's won a Group 3. But, it just depends on Summer Pudding's fitness. I think we're starting to peak now. We're going to peak for the fillies features in the future. It should be a good race.
Looking forward to then finally Call Me Master in race number 9.
Yeah, I think he's my best on the day. He's a very nice horse. He ran very green in his first start, and I was surprised that he got that close to them. So he's in with a shout.
Let's hope we chat again, because if we do, it'll be a fantastic day.
Thanks a lot.
Well done, Gary. Thank you so much. Please, Mr. and Mrs. Napier, step in here. Also nice to have Colin on course. Run, April, run in November. Well done. Lovely having you on course. Obviously, she's got some ability.
Yeah, I think she has, Lyle. We were, I think, perhaps marginally disappointed that she didn't win last time, but she sort of made up for it today. She really won well today, and I think we're delighted with that.
Well, you guys all fall into the category of keeping racing going, so lovely that you've got another decent horse on your hands, and hopefully she wins many.
No, thanks, Lyle. Well, she was very cheap. Gary picked her out at the Ready to Run, and she didn't cost a lot of money, so it's nice that she's turned out to be a pretty decent filly, I think.
I'm also really looking forward to see how this form line works out.
Yeah.
It's got some real good ones behind you, I think.
It looked like a tough field today, yeah.
Well done, and it's lovely having you on course.
Thanks, Lyle. Thanks.
Thank you to the Alexanders and to Luke for running such a balanced race.
He certainly did. Thank you so much. Good words. Thank you very much. Very lovely having the Napiers on course here, as well as Mr. Miller. Well done to Gary Alexander and the team. Julie's also here today. That's lovely to see. Luke Ferraris, balanced ride, as you heard from Mr. Miller. And, of course, this one bred by Summerhill Stud. So 15, 6, 4 and 10. That's how they run here, first leg of the bipod.